Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney. We are going to investigate again because the old man escaped while we were basically saying, hey, he did the murdering, and people were actually believing us. So we need more evidence. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had them swimming in the aisles. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. I hate those void sparkling eyes. Run, no, talk. Today's trial. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been sentenced guilty, probably. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seems pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? Me. You mean me? Me. Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I will never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? Class trial. Remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school is really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyways, this kid's envelope disappeared with 38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see what you forgot though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with the gold, so I skipped PA that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it. Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Give me my money back. You're such a meanie. No one plays with him. Just admit that you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. You're gonna play with... We're not gonna play with you anymore. This is going too fast. But they're basically all just bullying him. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I had done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me. Like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boys whose money was stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection. You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Mouse? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. Aww. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone's ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. This is sweet. Very well. I will place the money myself. This class trial's over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best friends. Aww. Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the woods, in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. With the L6 incident, right? I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark suspicion of the demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." Article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. Couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? Was a defense attorney? I knew he'd had to meet me, whenever he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He is in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. You have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well, maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker person, yes. We need to find out who or what he is. Tell for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. What was the evidence we no longer need? I can tell I'm missing things. I'm missing the photos, or like the other photo. Probably missing the camera and stuff. Okay, that's like the stuff that's gone. Okay. Bold assumption. We don't need it though. He's out. Again, when does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Maybe we'll have to come back later. Oh, guess. Detention center. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? Do you mean you don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right, yes. I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyways. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know that the trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney? Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Why prosecute? Hey Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm personally not that good of a person. Oh, one suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Jenny Jogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammett. On the day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. Oh. When we were rescued, we suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now I can't recall what happened in the elevator. That was the crux of Jogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Jenny Jogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Jogi was released due to the lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Prosecutor Von Karma. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. Not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's not time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I will admit. No kidding. Part of me is like, should I show him the things? The other part of me is like, I don't know if it's a good idea. Like, hey, I know you just said you don't have any memories, but like, look at the picture of like, or that, or the information thereof. It's not really great, you know. Yeah, I think we will just move for now. Gumshoe, I was betting on you being here, honestly. Praying. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close on today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I will make you a promise. I will have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one more other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods were off limit to camping, and apparently the park rangers found out. They got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Are these new? No, apparently not. Okay, let's move. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. Guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. This is the only way we can go. The old caretaker got away, yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Do we? Oh, hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth trial ends tomorrow. That's true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. Hmm? If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Not me, and I don't care. Damn it, it's already been... Okay. Inside the shack. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. Wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Yes, hello. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. We probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Police know about her anyway. I'm sure they would do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. Said I can take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right. But don't all the fishes on the wall here look really punny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen that one. See the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker. And we did see him. Why do we feel like we're having two different conversations here? Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn on his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Doesn't look like he uses the kitchen much. You're right. Guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? That's... Huh? What's wrong? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Ugh. Oh, see? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Better. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we could just leave him the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we better not. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number of the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number of the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess that might be a clue or two. The only thing in there is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letters goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond, to frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out in the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in court today. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond, he called out Edgeworth. He was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing is for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Fair. Okay. Move. Move. Move again. Oh. Not back. Okay. Oh, really? Said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it was the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, so he's not coming back here today. Good to know. Hey, look. We found the hate letter for you. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lived. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember an old man, not at all. So he was following this letter, then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now it's time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitation on the DL6 incident? Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Talk to me. Johnny Jogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the same elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You will just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Jenny Jogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed in the court and Jogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? His letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know wherever I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? This nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murderer. Murder. I think the time has come to tell all. What is the nightmare, please? For the last 15 years, I've all had the same dream as every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. It will just waste more oxygen. Same thing. And then the new. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop reading my air. I will stop you. What? What are you? Stop reading my air. No, father. He's attacking father. And I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In the days I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. And on the scream. And with that scream, I wake up. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung into my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Jogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. I wouldn't call him innocent if he wanted to kill your father for breathing his air anyway. Like, dude, what the fuck? But then again, no. I'm still like, it was self-defense. He wasn't innocent, in my opinion, then. He was actively trying to kill your father. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there is someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 innocent, maybe. There is Nick. There is someone else who knows about the DL6. Your sister. No, the old dude. Okay. Bye. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there, what's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not... My... Just calm down and tell me what happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He sobs. Sam said sob, blah blah blah. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream, only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite clearly holds a deep grudge against Malch Edgeworth. So deep that he wants to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream is not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Mr. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. Pistol fired, and the deed was done. How does a pistol fire when you throw it? I mean, I guess if the safety was off. No, I don't believe it. Jogi was a suspect of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrelevantly wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think of it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The results, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. Spirit medium. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called the spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Jenny Jogi. Yet Jogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seemed the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. Don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth Dad lied to protect his son? It's only possible, mind you. Only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Do I have anything new to say to you yet? No, of course not. What bothers me though is there's two wounds. One of a bullet going through the window and one in the body. But yeah. What's your reaction to this note? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Jogi was following this letter when he killed Hammett. But why kill Robert Hammett? Hammett was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients, not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict, but for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen his handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Well, it wasn't Miles. So it's either one of these. This seems too much for a shot in open goal for this game. Karma? Would it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see all the time on the court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Why? If it's truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth has accidentally killed his own father. He will say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He will press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how would Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. But that I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both precedented and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth dead and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. I thought he lost the trial. Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Whoa. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for the several months after that, you see. Vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first time and the last vacation he has taken in many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacation, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record that so badly, why did we take such a long vacation? What did we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring the DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know? I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright. If you say so, I'm supposed to... I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg? Thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials, huh? So that's where I should go? That's where I should go. Because this will still get me nowhere, probably. Yeah, no. I need more. There's hardly anyone here. Arima must be out looking for the old guy Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will come back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway? You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he's just arrived actually. Von Karma in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Oh no, there's suddenly an extra body in this room. How could that have happened? Dusty as always. We were only here yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing. He isn't here. Von Karma? Caravel's collecting case reports. All the case reports. Yeah, it's like graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case report is in here too. Quietly gathering dust. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room too. Forgotten. Cases rotting away for eternity. Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. Fair enough. Looks like our file's inside the glass case. The case is dusty, so I can't see what's inside. Nick, it's locked. You must keep important case files in here. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick. The file for DL6. It's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Why is he front-facing? He's even creepier this way. Von Karma, you. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy has Edgeworth mentor. No, let me examine him. He's carrying the things we need. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romancist who still can't shed the veneer of a mercerism? Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because you dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. Huh. So you did. But what I don't get is, why do you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You were right. Von Karma is going to bring up the DL6 in court tomorrow. Is it a smart move to be like, hey dude, is this yours? We think it's yours. That is, I don't think that's a smart idea, is it? I shouldn't cover my mouth. But, worst that happens, I have to do all of this again. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was yours, wasn't it? You instructed Jenny Jogi to commit murder. Jenny Jogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Jogi this letter? Yes, my dear, defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Taser? Stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts. That's a lot. It'll course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No. What are you? Nick, run! Maya! Out of my way. We're in the police precinct! How is nobody noticing this? Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Oh, that was bright. Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. He jumped as fast as he could, but one shot from the thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium, and I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at— No. Maya. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya. She's holding onto something. What is that? A bullet? EL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from a heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I will prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in the courtroom tomorrow. Is she gonna stay in a coma? Is she just gonna be knocked out? But okay. Okay. I'm pissed about that, mostly because it happened in the police precinct. Police! Why didn't they do anything? But okay. I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this mess. And, well, we're gonna finish this chapter tomorrow. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye bye!